Hi, Aurora.
Well, hey, Life on the Lala. Welcome to Essentially Aqua. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. So we have a series of questions for you today. We just want to get to know you.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to start Essentially Aqua?
Gosh, yeah. So I have a lot of health issues, and so I was really trying to just live better. And so I just really started deep diving into like what it is that we're putting on our bodies and in our bodies. And when I realized all of the chemicals and the toxins and stuff that these companies are passing off as safe, I was kind of horrified. So I started to make a change.
As we all should be.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So your journey began with a personal quest for better health, like you said.
Yeah.
Can you share what turning point, what that looked like for you?
Yeah. So really when I realized my headaches weren't going away was kind of the big problem. So I had headaches and they weren't getting any better, and I had ibuprofen, and I was kind of realizing I was popping a lot of ibuprofen, and I was like, there has got to be a better way. And at the same time, my daughter, who's 18 now, she's 9. At the time, she came to me and she goes, "Mommy, my hands hurt." And she did this, and they just cracked open and started bleeding. They were so dry. And I was like, man, I bought this fancy essential oil kit. Let's see what it can do. And so that kind of really started the whole journey.
So started super small and just
super
now
small.
You're here.
Yeah, exactly. I made her a little lotion bar.
It happened that fast.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. If only.
You mentioned that small changes made a big difference in your life. What were some of the first changes that you made?
Yeah, so I really started with my diet. So I really looked at, what can cause migraines and headaches, and honestly, a lot of sugary drinks. I was eating a lot of really bad snacks. We were eating out a lot, and so we cut out a lot of that. So gosh, I think I have a pop now, maybe once a month. It's like my little special treat, and so yeah, diet was really where I started.
Nice.
Yeah.
What led you to focus on essential oils and more natural beauty care? I know you kind of mentioned it already.
Yeah. Our bodies aren't made to process red dye 5. They're not made to process these petroleum-derived chemicals that are flooding our food and our skincare, our healthcare. It's in your hair. It's in your chapstick. Why does it need to be in chapstick, right? And so that was where I was really like, oh my gosh, my body was not designed to handle this. Right. And so essential oils, because they're natural, did a deep dive on that and realized that, those are kind of the best way to start.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You're honest about essential oils not being a cure-all most times, right? What role do you believe they do play in overall wellness?
Man, like aromatherapy, they're great. They're really good. It's proven medically, scientifically, that they do help with like your mood. They help with migraines and headaches. So peppermint's really great for that. I think that there's a place for them on your skin in very small doses. I do not believe we shouldn't be ingesting them. One drops of orange would be like 12 oranges. Like, would you just sit and eat 12 oranges?
Probably not.
No.
Your stomach would probably hurt.
Exactly. So yeah. So there's a good place and a bad place. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What makes your products different from what we typically find in stores?
Honestly, 2 things. One, they're natural, right? So I really focus on natural ingredients, natural derived ingredients. You're not going to open up a coconut and get coconut oil. You have to process it, right? So they're processed and refined, where I know some people are a little more natural. They kind of sway that way. I don't. And then honestly, what was the question?
You're fine. What makes your products different from what we typically find in like Target
and
or Walmart?
They're handmade. So you can come in, you can talk to the person who's literally making your product. So I can show you what the base ingredient looks like. I can tell you what it's derived from. I can tell you where my supplier is. And so I think that that's a really unique perspective, right? Yeah. Like, you want to know that what you're putting on your body or your children, you can come and talk to the person like, hey, what was this again? Where is it derived from? Why do you use it? Oh, okay. Now I feel better and I'm more educated about how to take better care of my family. Yeah.
It's nice talking to someone who actually makes their products instead of talking to a store associate that works at a store that sells products that they don't know.
I mean, they're like, look, man, I just get paid to be here. Right? I don't know. So yeah.
How do you source your ingredients or decide which ones are safe enough for your standards?
Yeah, that's a really great question, because that's really the whole point, right?
Yeah.
Like, if it's not a good ingredient, why would I use it? So first of all, is it natural or naturally derived? So coconut oil, olive oil, avocado, all that stuff, right? So I use a lot of those ingredients. That's really the standard. And then from there, the more scarier sounding ones like cocamidopropyl betaine, which I know you're like, what?
I didn't like chemistry.
Right. Exactly. But I did, right? So I know that that's derived from coconut. I know that they've taken, so coconut's a really great saponification ingredient. So it's really great in soap baking. It makes bubbles really, really well. And they extract that coconut and they tweak it just a little bit. They usually use like alcohol to kind of separate some of the things. And then you get the bubbles that are left over. And so that can come in powder form. It can come in liquid. They put it in water. So, I mean, you know, or vegetable glycerin, stuff like that. So that's really my criteria. There are a lot of ingredients that are used in my industry that are regarded as safe. It's called GRAS, generally regarded as safe. I refuse to use them because, again, red dye 5 is regarded by the FDA as GRAS, and it's so not good for you.
That's so nice to hear because, you know, in a world of like TikTok influencers, where they read an ingredient and they think that it's bad just because it has a chemical name. Like the coconut one that you mentioned. I can't repeat it because I don't know what you said. But that's super, I think that's a great point.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too, is like people are so afraid of these names. If you just dive in, usually like coca is usually coconut. So you can just feel really safe, especially if it's the primary. That means that the first ingredient is coconut. It was derived from coconut. So that's a really good way to kind of look at some of those names.
That's awesome. What has it been like running your business in downtown Lafayette?
Downtown's great, man. I love downtown. It's so great. We have the best people. I just hands down. I think I love it because it's community based. Like everybody's here to support me and my family, not a corporation. And that's really humbling when you realize the only reason your business has gone on this long is because people like you. It's just very humbling.
And like I'm looking in the video right now, the camera, and it just looks so pretty with the trees and like the buildings.
How do you not love downtown?
So
I know.
It's so beautiful.
And I think my building here is 150 years old too.
Oh,
so
wow.
Super historic.
Wow. Only 50 years younger than our city.
I know.
What does community mean to you in the context of your shop?
Again, it just goes back to that, like my customers, man, like none of this is possible without them, right? They literally are the lifeblood of this business. And knowing that I'm a part of that is like, again, it's humbling. But then I also get to meet wonderful business owners and I get to hang out with them. We get to share our problems and our issues and our triumphs and our joys. And like, we're really for each other. And I think that that's so rare, especially in such a small setting. I think sometimes it's easy to kind of go, oh, well, it's me. It's about me. And I have not encountered that like at all here in Lafayette. It's just great. And then this, I mean, again, like you said, it's so pretty. Like, how do you not want to be a part of this? It's just thriving and it's alive and it's really neat to be a part of.
Yeah, absolutely. We love downtown so much, obviously.
Life in the Lala, I would assume so.
Right.
Yeah, you know.
Are there any products in your shop that have a special story behind them?
Yes. So I'm actually going to point you to right here. So this right here is the world's best natural bug spray, completely all natural. And when I say it's the best, it's the best. It smells nice. It works, which is important. But this was kind of an accident. So, you know, you start doing this and you're like, oh gosh, I'm out at farmers markets a lot. I'm getting eaten alive, mosquitoes, and the flies won't leave me alone. And because things smell so nice, I have a lot of bees. So I started to formulate with essential oils this bug spray. And you can spray your face. Like I spray my face constantly. I spray my hair.
And not cough.
Or like have to hold my breath because I'm worried about the chemicals. And but it works and it smells good. So I don't even mind like spraying it on me and then like transitioning from like being outside to like going to dinner because people are like, what is that smell? I'm like, it's me. And they're like, it smells so good. And I'm like, it's bug spray. Right. Yeah. I mean, who would have thought, right?
Oh my gosh. That's a great product. I have it at home.
Yeah.
And I love it.
It's so good, right?
So good.
And it smells nice. I know. I'm already almost sold out. I gotta make more.
Spring just started.
It did. I know. Farmers market kickoff though.
Yep, that's right. That's right. You mentioned using these products in your own life. What are some of your personal go-to favorites besides bug spray?
All of them. Really the deodorant. This was a game changer for me. I think I had tried like 5 or 6 other natural deodorants. And if you've ever tried natural deodorants, you know, they tear you up.
Yeah.
Like they make your armpits red and raw, or they don't work, or they clump, or they're gross, that you don't smell nice. This here, definitely, and my face oil. So everybody always remarks on my complexion, and I'm like, thanks, I know a gal.
Perfect skin.
I know, yeah, thank you. So again, I've been using my own products for 5 years, and I just turned 45, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Yeah, I know, and a lot of people are like, there's no way. I'm like, Thanks. It's my oil.
Oh my goodness. What's one misconception people often have about natural products that you'd like to clear up?
Yeah. So these are not going to work like the chemical products. They don't last as long. The essential oils have a very earthy smell. And so a lot of people are like, but it doesn't smell like pineapple, coconut, papaya. And I'm like, it's because those don't exist as an essential oil, right? I can get it as a fragrance or, cotton candy or, like, so it's like, that's one big thing, but they're not going to work like the natural stuff. Like I want to age naturally. I want to age gracefully. I don't want to be 70 looking like I'm trying to be 20. I don't want hot pink lipstick and Botox and like, I just don't.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of people think these natural products are going to work like their favorite products from one of the bigger cosmetics brands. They just don't. And that's okay. I think it's about a mindset shift, like just shifting our mindset to, I want to be naturally beautiful instead of chemically beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. Has feedback from customers ever led you to create or change a product?
Yes. So we've got my soaps here. Of course, it's my number one selling product because if you've not used my bar soap, you're missing out. Like, are you even natural?
For real.
Right? They're so good. But ironically, I have a lot of feedback that it lasts too long. And so people are like, I just want to switch since sooner, or, they're lasting a really long time. I'd come in more often. So I have listened, and starting soon, they're curing. I'm releasing half-size bars, and they are so cute.
You heard it here first, folks.
You heard it here first. They will be ready by the end of the month, so I'm hoping for a Memorial Day release. I've only got maybe 4 or 5 scents because soap does take a month to cure, so it takes a little while to build up that stock. But we're going to see how it goes. So half-sized bar soap is coming soon. So yeah, from
so
feedback.
Exciting.
Yeah,
so exciting. What has been one of your proudest moments since opening Essentially Aqua?
I think there was a time I got to donate over $1,000 worth of products to a single moms group here in Lafayette. I was a single mom for like 3 or 4 years, and it's tough. Like, I think we're a really unseen demographic in our society. And we're just struggling, man. And so to be able to give $1,000 worth of products to moms that were just working 2-3 jobs to make the ends meet, and to feed their kids and trying to spend time, and the pressure of being a good parent, and dad's not there. And it was really amazing. And
those are things that big corporations aren't going to do.
They're not. And I did it kind of anonymously. I didn't want them to know. I mean, obviously, it's got all my name on it, right? But I didn't do it for the clap on the back. I did it because I really wanted these moms to be able to have a nice product in their shower and just treat themselves.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. What's been one of your biggest challenges since opening, and how did you work through it?
So if you have ever run a business, the challenge is your middle name. I really think marketing's been my biggest issue. Hence why I'm doing an interview. So I actually just finished a digital marketing certificate through Indiana Wesleyan University. And so that's how I'm working through
Congratulations.
it. Thank you. Yeah. So if you're going to complain about it, you need to fix it, right? So that's kind of where I'm at. I need more people into the shop to keep me going. I've been downtown 4.5 years, and we're just kind of the same amount of people coming in, and I'm ready for something more. So I'm hoping that this certificate will help me with the understanding and really get my name out there, and more people can live naturally.
Yeah. What advice would you give to someone who wants to live more naturally but doesn't know exactly where to start?
Yeah, just start small. I mean, honestly, start with a bar soap. They're $7. That's pretty much industry standard, $7-8 for a bar soap. But again, you're going to get about 70 washes out of each bar. So that's for $3.50 for the month. I think that's a really small, achievable goal. That's an affordable goal that you can have if you really want to start somewhere, or start with your diet. Really cut out those sugary drinks and snacks, and you're going to save money. So yeah,
we're on your Spotify subscription, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What's your dream for the future of Essentially Aqua?
I just want more people to live naturally. I want to offer affordable choices for them to be able to step into this lifestyle. I think we're becoming a more educated society on what is good and what isn't good. And I'm starting to see a lot more people come in asking really informed questions, which is great, but kind of puts me on the spot sometimes. I'm like, oh man, I researched this a long time ago. What was that? Yeah. But I love that my customers are really educated, and they desire that. So
absolutely. That's important to have those type of customers.
Yeah.
Are there any upcoming products, workshops, or offerings that you're excited about?
Yes. So I just launched this. I hope you guys enjoy. And I know that a few people have already tried it, so this is not new to you. That's fine. But I have a new refillery. So there was a refillery here in Lafayette, and it ended up, they closed that part of their business. And so I've kind of taken it over. I kind of feel like this is probably where I'm supposed to be. This is a role I should be filling. And so you can get 2 types of hand soap, foaming hand soap, regular hand soap, body wash, shampoo. I'm working on conditioner right now, which is surprisingly difficult. But I did bring the body oil back, which I know a lot of people are really excited about that. And some lotion. You can bring in your own bottle. You can bring in your own jar. You can buy one of ours and then bring it back to refill it. But I'm really trying to cut down on one-time use plastics. So this is just starting out here. I'm hoping to expand it later on, but as long as it's well received by the community. If not, then it'll go away. But
That's so, I think this is a great idea.
Yeah,
I think this is so cool, and it's obviously filling a void in the community that is needed.
Yes, yeah, I'm very excited about this.
So these last 2 questions I ask every interview.
Okay.
What is your favorite part about being downtown Lafayette?
Yeah.
And what do you hope for the future of downtown?
Yeah, so my favorite part about being downtown is honestly just the community. I've got incredible customers. I've got incredible friends as business owners that I would never have had I not done this or been downtown. Because I could open up a business somewhere else, but it's not the same, right? We meet once a month. We hang out with each other. We're for each other. It was an unexpected, amazing perk of being downtown, and I'm really glad I'm part of it. Yeah. So future-wise, I would love to see more people come downtown. You're not supporting corporations, you guys. You're supporting small business. I've got so many friends that this is it for them. This is their job. This is what they do. And man, without you guys, it's not possible. So I would love to see more people come down here, really rally around our small business owners, because you're paying for my kids' college, right? Like, you're helping me do that. And yeah. You're helping me pay my light bill. Like, that's what it's going towards. I don't have a second home, right, I don't have any of that stuff. So yeah, it's really personal.
Yeah, absolutely. On a lighter note, this one's a little more fun. If Essentially Aqua had a theme song, what would it be and why?
Okay. Is it okay if I have 2 answers?
Absolutely.
Okay.
More than one song, yeah.
Okay. I mean, so there's one song that just gets me through the hard times, right? Because there are hard seasons when you own a business. And I think anybody who tells you that there isn't is either really killing it or they are lying through their teeth. And so there's a song by Evan Kraft, Danny Goki, and Redemi 2. It's called Be All Right. It's a Christian song, but it just talks about that God's got the whole world in his hands and it's going to be okay. And so that song is really like when I'm back in my office crying because I don't know how I'm going to make rent. That song just reminds me that like God's got it in his hands and I just need to trust him. The other song would be Living on a Prayer, because I mean, we got to keep with the theme. We're halfway there. Living on a prayer. Yeah, because that's me, definitely.
Yes. I think we all are right now.
I think all small business owners can relate, at least on some level. So
absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I would go with that. Yeah.
Well, I love those answers.
Yeah, thanks.
And thank you so much for doing this interview with us today.
It was so good to have Life from the Lala and Essentially Aqua today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right.
See you later.
Bye, guys.